And about throw 16, I just said to George, this is the guy.
Sean Payton was right on effing everything.
Bo Nix is walking into 2026 with a completely different energy around his name. Last year, the conversation was cautious. Analysts called him solid, developing, efficient. Nobody was using words like takeover or breakout, but that tone has shifted fast. As sources claim, multiple defensive assistants around the league spent extra offseason time studying his late-season film because something changed in the final stretch of 2025. The processing speed looked quicker, the hesitation disappeared. The ball was coming out on rhythm, and when it didn't, he was extending plays without panic.
I have never in my life seen a more obvious bust pick than Bo Nix.
I hate this pick. To me, Bo Nix was a third-round guy.
That evolution did not happen by accident. Training camp reports indicate that the coaching staff quietly expanded his responsibilities at the line of scrimmage. Protection checks, audible freedom, route adjustments based on safety alignment. Those are not small upgrades, those are trust signals. Teams do not hand young quarterbacks control unless they believe the mind is catching up to the arm. And according to insiders, Nix has been living in the film room this offseason. The phrase obsessed with details keeps coming up from people inside the building. That matters in a league where preparation equals separation. The physical side also looks different. Strength staff reportedly helped him add lean muscle without sacrificing mobility. That balance is crucial. He was never known as a pure runner, but he moves well enough to stress a defense.
Is this also as simple as they were desperate?
He better strike gold with Bo Nix.
Last season showed flashes of pocket manipulation, subtle slides left and right, keeping his base under him while scanning downfield. In 2026, those flashes could turn into consistency. Consistency is what turns project into problem. The offensive roster around him reportedly improved as well. A more stable offensive line rotation. A deeper wide receiver group with speed that forces safeties to back up. A tight end who thrives in contested catches. When the supporting cast levels up, the quarterback's ceiling rises with it. Preseason scrimmages already showed more vertical concepts being installed. That is a loud signal. Coaches only open up the deep playbook when they believe the quarterback can handle it. The narrative is building quietly, but it is building strong. Defenses are not ignoring him anymore. They are preparing differently. And when defensive coordinators start preparing differently, that means the league sees the growth. Bo Nix heading into 2026 is not just trying to survive. He is positioned to shock people who still think he is just another safe starter. The biggest difference between early 2025 Bo Nix and late 2025 Bo Nix was decision-making under pressure.
First of all, I don't have any Bo Nix stock, but if I did, I'd sell it right to you right now.
Early in the season, there were moments where he held the ball too long. Blitzes confused him. Interior pressure forced rush throws. But something flipped after mid-season. The coaching staff simplified certain protection reads while drilling timing concepts relentlessly. The result? Fewer negative plays, fewer drive-killing sacks, more third-down conversions. Advanced metrics back it up. In the final 6 games of last season, his interception rate reportedly dropped significantly, and his passer rating against disguised coverages improved. That is not random. Disguised coverages are where young quarterbacks struggle most. If he is already solving those puzzles, that puts him ahead of schedule. Several analysts pointed out how his eye discipline improved. He stopped staring down primary targets and began manipulating safeties with subtle head movement. That is veteran-level craft. Another factor is tempo. The offense plans to incorporate more no-huddle sequences in 2026. Nix reportedly thrives in fast-paced situations because it limits defensive substitutions and simplifies reads.
I am embarrassed. I am humiliated. I'm sick at my stomach. Not only was I wrong as I've ever been, silly me actually thought my Cowboys could win a shootout at Denver today.
Tempo can exhaust pass rushers and create mismatches in the secondary. If he controls tempo effectively, defenses will struggle to disguise anything. They will be reacting instead of dictating. There is also the red zone story. Last season, red zone efficiency climbed steadily as the year progressed. His touch on short field throws improved, especially on back shoulder fades and quick slants. Those are precision routes that require chemistry. Training camp reports suggest that chemistry has only strengthened. Timing between quarterback and receiver is everything inside the 20-yard line. Defensive coordinators know what is coming. More blitz packages, more simulated pressure. more exotic coverage shells, but here is the twist. If he continues reading pressure pre-snap the way he did late last year, those aggressive calls could backfire. A quarterback who identifies blitz early can turn a risky defense into a highlight play, and highlight plays change momentum fast. The quiet confidence around him is real. Teammates reportedly say he does not get rattled easily. That emotional stability is contagious. When the quarterback looks calm, the offense moves calmer. When the offense moves calmer, mistakes drop. If that trend holds, 2026 could look very different from what skeptics expect. Leadership might be the hidden story of Bo Nix's rise. Physical tools grab headlines, but leadership shapes locker rooms. Veteran linemen have praised his communication at the line of scrimmage. Clear calls, direct eye contact, no confusion in the huddle. That clarity reduces chaos before the snap.
There were 2 picks in I think the entire draft that I gave an F. One, Michael Penix, we just went over that. The second was Bo Nix, 12th overall to the Broncos.
Reduced chaos leads to cleaner execution. Coaches reportedly trust him more in high leverage situations. Late game drives last season showed improved clock awareness. No reckless throws into double coverage, no forced hero moments, just calculated decisions. That maturity signals growth. Growth signals sustainability. A quarterback who protects the ball in tight games becomes invaluable. The offseason film work has reportedly focused heavily on anticipation throws. Those are passes released before the receiver fully breaks. It requires timing and trust. Reports from joint practices indicate he hit multiple anticipation routes against starting defenses. That is a massive step. Anticipation separates good quarterbacks from elite ones. Another under-discussed element is mobility inside structure. He is not scrambling wildly. He is stepping up, sliding subtly, keeping his shoulders square. Those movements buy half seconds. Half seconds in the NFL create explosive plays. Film analysts highlighted several late-season completions that came from subtle pocket adjustments. If those adjustments become routine, defenses lose their edge. Then there is the mental edge. He thrives in underdog scenarios. External doubt reportedly fuels preparation rather than distraction. That psychological resilience matters over a long season. There will be rough patches, there always are. The difference lies in how a quarterback responds. The 2026 schedule features primetime matchups, national spotlight, heavy pressure. Those are reputation games. If Nix delivers in those moments, the narrative will shift permanently. He will not be labeled potential anymore. He will be labeled threat. Momentum in the NFL builds fast.
I know one thing about college football, and it's that you better have a quarterback if you're going to win games. And when you got here, you went and got a quarterback in Bo Nix. My question is, what's the one thing, a lot of people talk about Bo, right? Been around for a long time.
Yeah.
What's the one thing about Bo that fans or most people don't know or realize?
I don't know if they see how competitive this guy is. I'm talking about, like, if you came out and watched our practices, this guy gets upset when there's an incompletion. Like, the passion that Bo has to compete, and it doesn't matter if he's playing against our guys or the other team, like, he wants to.
One signature win can flip perception league-wide. If he strings together early victories, defensive coordinators will scramble to adjust mid-season. Adjustments create new openings, and if he stays ahead of those adjustments, the breakout becomes undeniable. Stat projections for 2026 already hint at a leap. Analytics models reportedly forecast an increase in yards per attempt if preseason efficiency translates to regular season play. That number matters because yards per attempt reflects aggression and confidence. Higher numbers mean the offense is stretching the field, not just surviving with checkdowns. Another projected jump involves third down conversion rate. Last season ended with promising improvement in that area. Sustaining drives keeps defenses on the field longer. Fatigue leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to touchdowns. It is a chain reaction. If Nix continues converting in clutch situations, he will dictate game flow instead of reacting to it. Offensive line upgrades also factor heavily. Pass block win rates improve significantly during offseason evaluations. A stable pocket allows deeper route development. Deeper routes mean chunk plays swing games. The coaching staff's scheme appears more flexible this year. More play action concepts, more layered route combinations attacking multiple defensive zones at once. Those schemes maximize quarterback vision and arm strength. Reports suggest Nix has excelled in layered reads during camp, especially attacking intermediate windows between linebackers and safeties. Confidence radiates through preparation. Teammates reportedly describe him as focused, never rushed, always reviewing. That culture shift can elevate an entire unit. If the quarterback prepares intensely, receivers and linemen follow suit. That collective sharpness shows on Sundays. Critics still exist. They question whether defenses will expose lingering weaknesses. But growth is rarely linear. It is progressive. If last season was foundation building, this season could be structure raising. Defenses should not underestimate steady improvement. A quarterback does not need fireworks every snap to dominate. Efficiency plus timing plus confidence equals sustained pressure. And sustained pressure eventually breaks even elite defensive units. Everything points towards 2026 being the proving ground. The tools are sharper, the system is broader, the trust is deeper. Early scrimmage results showed sharper timing, fewer mental errors, and more explosive completions. That trifecta is dangerous. The division rivals are aware. Defensive film rooms reportedly adjusted scouting priorities specifically for Nix's mobility and play-action tendencies. That shift proves he is no longer viewed as predictable. Unpredictability forces hesitation. Hesitation opens space. The long-term trajectory depends on durability and decision-making. Protect the ball, stay healthy, keep evolving. Those fundamentals build legacy seasons. If he strings together efficient performances early, momentum will snowball. Media conversation will change. Awards chatter could begin. What makes this potential breakout compelling is the quiet buildup. No flashy declarations, no loud guarantees, just layered improvement stacking month by month. When improvement compounds, it becomes explosive. If this breakdown showed why 2026 could be Bo Nix's shock the league moment, tap that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the quarterbacks ready to flip the NFL upside down.